So I'm here with Aglae, and she's been part of our program here at Digital Entrepreneurs for, what would you say, probably about 2 months or so?
Mhm.
Cool, cool. So you've been part of the program, and well, I guess tell us a little bit about your experience and so that big win you were telling me about just recently.
Yeah, definitely. I had my first customer or first lead sign up, and I was thrilled that the training. I kept everything in mind of what I was trained, so it really helped me. And the one-on-one conversations that we had, and the mindset really of whenever prior leads that I had come across, the way that I approached them, I think was different than this last one. So I sounded more confident. I felt more confident, and I think that's what what took it to the finish line, right? And I got me a contract for $500 a month for SEO only. So it was good.
Cool, awesome. So basically, you got your first client, and you're doing SEO with them. You're making 500 a month now. And that's recurring. Is that right? That's not just one time. Like they're going to be paying you that 500 every single month. Is that
Yes,
right?
everything. Yes, and
Awesome. Awesome. So I guess as far as just like, I guess compared to sort of where you were at before, um, you know, what's it like having that extra income? Like, do you feel like that's pretty nice? Like, will that help with like a lot of like bills and things? What are you kind of thinking you're
definitely.
going to do with that?
Yeah. No, well, I know that a little bit I'll have to put back into the business, but yeah, this is just putting me more determined to get more customers because a who doesn't want an extra $500 a month? So yeah, right now it's for the business, but once I start, you know, filling or getting more customers, it's paying off bills or at least buying things that I want to buy.
Awesome. Awesome. And, and I guess what were you doing before you started working with us and doing this program? And I guess like you're still sort of phasing out of that at this point. This is just like the first step. Like obviously, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep, getting more clients, selling more deals, and increasing that cash flow. But like, yeah, tell me a little bit about like sort of like where you were at before you started doing all this.
Yeah, so I still work full time. So this is something that I'm doing in the afternoons, and even in between my meetings because I work from home. So since COVID, we were sent home to work online. So that's been a blessing. So I'm able to. I work in accounting, so I'm not constantly on the phone. I have meetings every so often throughout the day, but in between, it's making phone calls. I've been able to get on BNI calls that you guys recommend that we do, that are right now doing Zoom because of COVID, and I'm able to accomplish that in between work. And then in the afternoons, I work on, the ads that I can or posting on different social medias and trying to get myself be seen out there online.
Awesome, awesome. And do you feel I mean, how much experience did you have coming into this? Like you weren't really like doing stuff like this online before, right? Like you're pretty much
No,
just brand new to this whole thing, right? Is that right?
yes, I was brand new. I've heard about digital marketing, SEO. It was very vague, but it wasn't until seeing the videos and actually being led, step by step, did I feel more confident. And it doesn't look like it's very complicated, and it actually isn't. It's just a lot of research.
Mhm.
A lot of that's where the time goes is finding these keywords, comparing them to other businesses. So I knew where the work was at, but it's not difficult. It's just a little bit of time consuming. But with the training, it's just really easy to follow, and I felt confident that I could do it. Um,
Awesome, awesome. And I guess, yeah, tell me a little bit more about that. Like, because you've been I mean, we don't have to mention any names here, but I mean, you've been part of some other programs. You've kind of like you looked into this a little bit, I think, before we started talking. And I guess compared to that, like compared to other stuff that you've kind of seen, like how was the training? Do you feel like it was like easy to understand? Do you feel like it was pretty like laid out in a very simple manner, or do you feel like it was kind of a little bit complicated? Yeah, just tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, definitely. The training step by step. There's no way to get lost. Y'all's training is very easy. And yeah, other companies out there, they do have good training, but I think what you guys offer is that one-on-one, and you're constantly there asking, how's everything going, whether it be by messaging or a weekly call. That really helped. And knowing that you guys put out the sales, y'all have a sales training. So that was a major plus, because with the other areas that I was working in or trying to get, it's a group setting. So you don't get that one-on-one that I needed. And I knew I needed it because I was nowhere close to being able to do a sell. I don't like to do sales. So that was the hardest part for me, but getting the right mindset and being told, hey, you could do this, and having that conversation with you guys, and then seeing the recordings and the videos of what we can say, how, like you say it in one of the videos, your soft pitch. I mean, I just love that. And I wrote it down and I tried to memorize it. And I was like, I can do this. I can do this. Joseph said I can do it.
Okay. It was clear, actionable stuff that you could just take and you could just apply, and it works, right? I mean, that's end of the day, like that's what it's all about, getting the stuff that, is going to get you the results.
Exactly.
So that's really incredible. And and again, like you were telling me, like with that one sale that you just got here, just kind of some of the stuff that we talked about sort of really helped with that. And yeah, and you want to just, I guess, just quickly share a little bit about that and sort of how that went. Like you went into it, you were feeling a little bit nervous, but like you were just like, hey, I can do this, and I'll just sort of let you take it over from there.
Yeah, definitely. Like I mentioned, I didn't have any sales training, or I don't have any sales did prior to your videos. So my mindset was, I know I can help these people. I know we have a good product. It's just how to get it in front of them. So having a one-on-one conversation and remembering that, it was reminded, hey, we're helping them make their businesses grow. So what we have, we owe to them, to help them that way. So that really helped me. But also in one of the videos, when it came down to the money portion, I would get so nervous that I would just like ramble on after saying a price. And I think I would lose that lead. So I remembered in one of the videos that you have, it says, after you said the quote, just stop, don't say anything. If they talk, just let them talk. Just, you're just there to provide them the service. And that's what I did with this last guy. I try to remember exactly what was said in the videos, and I just sat there quietly, and he asked questions and I would answer. But when he would talk about the money and try to, bring it down, I would just stay quiet. And it actually worked. He just moved on past that. And before I knew it, he was sending me the payment that I wanted. So I was really thrilled.
Perfect. So you sent the payment over. He kind of was trying to lower the price a bit, but you just, you're like, hey, I can bring this value. I'm confident in what I've got to offer. You didn't change your price. You didn't sort of, change anything. And then he went ahead and he paid you. So you've got that money in your bank account. He sent it over. It's deposited. It's yours.
It's mine. Yeah. So I was
Cool.
really excited. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I think we were kind of talking a little bit about that the other day on that call, just sort of as well, just sort of like, just not saying too much stuff, especially after you present that price. So very, very cool. Well, that's awesome to hear, Aglae. Super, super happy for you. And again, I mean, that's what this is all about. It's about getting people real results and really helping you, transition out of your 9-to-5 job and create that recurring income where you're your own boss. You can do whatever you want. Like, just create that freedom, create that lifestyle. I remember, the last time I worked for somebody and had a boss and just making that transition fully. I mean, it's such a great feeling, and I think you'll be there very soon. And you're on the right track to that, with that first client. And it's just such an awesome thing to be able to do. So super, super excited for you. That's what this is all about. And, can't wait to see where you take things with your business.
Yes, thank you. No, and thank you for providing the recordings that you do. Yeah, the step-by-steps. I just really like them. And then the free tools that you always recommend, and the documents that you provide. So it's great. And to anyone that sees this and listens, I mean, it's not easy. I know it's not easy because I'm doing it after work, but it's doable. And then that's one thing that you guys always tell us, or you'll remind me on the one-on-ones. It's doable. You can do this. So thank you so much for what you do.
Awesome. Really, really appreciate it. And what would you say, I guess, like if there's somebody who's on the fence or thinking about, taking this leap, doing this themselves, yeah, is there anything that you'd want to say to that person, who's maybe thinking about doing this themselves?
Yeah, if you're thinking about doing it, do it. I'm at a slower pace because, I'm still, I, I want to say that I'm like a perfectionist. I try to do it right the first time, but that you can't do that in this industry. You just got to, you know, go at it and you're going to make mistakes, but keep going, be persistent, and you'll get the results that you want. So I know this is just my first client, but I'm super excited, and it's given me the courage to just keep plowing and find me the next one. And then from there. So yeah, it's doable.
Taking perfect action. That's what it's all about.
Yes. Exactly.
Cool, cool. So if you haven't already, jump in and join the program. We'll help you get your first client like we did with Aglae, and it'll be incredible. So thanks again. Appreciate your time, and have a blessed rest of your day.
Thank you.